Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Greystone standard RV and camper microwave. This is going to be a good option for a replacement microwave if yours is broken or you're adding one to the camper. It's a really straightforward installation process, which we'll talk about a little bit in this video, but mainly showing how it works, the kind of features you're going to get with it, and what it looks like. Much like your microwave at home, this is going to share a lot of the same features. You've got things like adjustable power level, an LED readout for your time, and for any sort of cooking time once we set it. You've got some auto buttons like for reheating, or popcorn, or a baked potato, whatever your heart desires. A button to push and open the door, really easy to operate, revealing the 0.9 cubic feet interior of usable space. So it is a little bit on the small side, but that's to be expected for anything meant for an RV or camper. You just don't have as much space to work with like you would in a residential kitchen. But I think for the purposes of reheating some food, maybe thawing out some frozen food, and just light microwave duties, this would be a great option. Some of the basic modes to just talk about a little bit, things like the power level. Just hit any button on the microwave, hit the power level button, and that will bring up your power level shown right here on the LED. There's 10 different levels, so 1 is 10%, 2 is 20%, 30%, all the way up to 100%. You can hit reset right here in the bottom corner to reset it at any point. You can also do things like set a timer. So if I need a 12-minute timer, I can just start it. It'll start counting down so I can time things on the stove if I need to, or anything else. Again, hitting reset will just cancel that timer. If I want to cook something, obviously you've got your food inside, just enter the time you want to have it in for and hit start. You can hit that same button to stop it and reset to cancel out the timer, otherwise it'll just pick up where it left off. The turntable inside is fully removable to clean it out, and it's going to have a 10.5-inch diameter, so hopefully that gives you a somewhat better idea of the size that we're working with here. And then that'll just slot back in whenever we remove it, like that. Now the main piece we're going to look at as far as installation goes is the trim piece. That's this outer band right here that kind of helps us blend in with the cabinet. It definitely looks really nice and gives us a more complete look, but it's also going to be how we install it. The microwave itself is going to screw into that panel, and then the panel here has 4 mounting locations where we can screw it into the cabinet, and that's how it gets secured. Now those mounting locations here, from side to side, are spaced apart 22 1/4 inch, center to center, and then top to bottom is going to be 12 1/4 inch, again, center to center. So just make sure you check your cabinet in your own camper, make sure that those mounting hole spacings will work. And then the overall outer dimensions here you also want to keep in mind. That's going to be 23 5/8 wide, and it's going to be 14 7/8 tall, and that's inches. The other measurement we need to keep in mind is the depth, because if we don't have enough depth, the microwave just isn't going to fit, and we're not going to be able to get this mounting plate up to the cabinet. So if you've got 14 1/4 inches or more of space, then you should be just fine. Our cabinet today is working with about 15.5, maybe more like 15 when we take into account this little lip here. So more than enough space. And then the power cord that comes out the back is going to be 42 inches long, and that'll just plug into a standard household outlet, a 15 amp plug. The power consumption of the microwave is rated at 1,350 watts, and then it's rated for an output of 900 watts, so keep that in mind for things like cook times, but also the power consumption side to make sure that we're not overloading what our camper is capable of. And that's really all there is to it. Overall, it's a very simple product. It's just a microwave, and it'll get you that use in your kitchen, in your camper, whether you need to thaw something out, maybe reheat some food, and just do some light microwave duties. Like I said before, keep in mind the power consumption, keep in mind the size limitations of it, and be sure to check your camper for the size limitations to make sure that it can actually fit if you're going to be installing this new. If you're looking at this for a replacement for your existing microwave, maybe it's a direct replacement for the same exact Greystone one, we do offer other replacement parts, things like just the turntable or just the trim piece. So if you're just looking to replace one of those, be sure to check our site and make sure you can find those separately, because you don't necessarily need to replace the whole unit if yours is bad. But if you need to replace the microwave itself, I think this is going to be a really solid option because it comes with everything you need, from the mounting panel to all of the hardware and the microwave itself. But that'll do it for a look at this Greystone microwave. Thanks for watching.